Liverpool boss Andoni Iraola has delivered a major boost to the club's transfer plans after making a remarkably clear admission about what supporters can expect before the summer window closes. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Managers are usually reluctant to give away too much when it comes to potential transfers, especially when negotiations are still ongoing. But when Iraola was asked directly by Jamie Carragher whether Liverpool would bring in more players, his response was about as clear as it gets. "We'll definitely sign players." That statement is already enough to get Liverpool supporters talking, but it was Iraola's explanation afterwards that makes this particularly interesting. The Liverpool head coach admitted that his squad is still quite thin, insisting that the most important picture will be taken on September 1st, when the transfer window has finally closed. And this is not the first time Iraola has made it clear that he wants reinforcements. Just 1 month ago, during Liverpool's pre-season tour in the United States, the Spaniard openly admitted that the club definitely needed to sign a winger. He also highlighted another major concern, revealing that Liverpool were very thin when it came to defensive depth. Since then, Andoni Iraola has arrived on loan, but Liverpool have continued to push for further additions. And there is now a growing sense that more business could be on the way. The biggest clue could come from the players Liverpool have already been targeting. This week, the Reds reportedly made a huge £50 million bid for Yankuba Minteh, only for Brighton to reject the offer. That shows just how serious Liverpool are about strengthening their options in the wide areas. But Minteh is certainly not the only name on their radar. Liverpool have also been working on a potential deal for Paris Saint-Germain winger Ibrahim Mbaye, with reports claiming that personal terms have already been agreed on a 5-year contract. However, the sticking point appears to be the fee, meaning Liverpool still have work to do if they want to get that deal over the line. Then there is Bradley Barcola. Liverpool are known to be extremely interested in the PSG winger, but the reported £128 million price tag has so far been viewed as too high. So with multiple winger targets being explored, Iraola's latest comments are particularly significant, because rather than suggesting Liverpool might sign someone, he has now stated that they will definitely sign players. And that could mean the final days of the transfer window are about to become extremely busy at Anfield. There is also the midfield to consider. Liverpool remain interested in Adam Wharton, although Crystal Palace have made it clear that they do not want to sell the midfielder this summer. Should their position change, however, Liverpool would reportedly be ready to make a move. So while Liverpool have already made significant moves this summer, Iraola's comments suggest the squad building process is far from finished. The key question now is who exactly will be arriving. With Minteh, Mbaye, Barcola and Wharton all linked in different capacities, Liverpool clearly have several options on the table. And with Iraola effectively confirming that more signings are coming, the final stretch of this transfer window could contain some very interesting developments for the Reds. Liverpool supporters may not have to wait much longer to find out exactly who Iraola has in mind. In other news, Liverpool's search for another attacking option has taken a major and rather unexpected turn, with the Reds reportedly making a huge move for Brighton winger Yankuba Minteh. According to reports, Liverpool have tested Brighton's resolve with a £50 million bid for the 22-year-old, but that offer has already been rejected. And what makes this particularly interesting is that Minteh himself is reportedly keen on the potential move if the two clubs can find an agreement. So despite Liverpool putting serious money on the table, Brighton have made it clear that they are not prepared to simply let their winger walk away. Minteh has been on Liverpool's radar for some time, with the club's interest dating back to his days at Feyenoord and Newcastle. Since joining Brighton in a £30 million deal in 2024, he has made 73 appearances, scoring 10 goals and providing 9 assists. There is also a clear reason why Liverpool could see him as an attractive option. Minteh is a left-footed winger who predominantly operates from the right, making him a more natural profile to potentially provide competition or eventually succeed Mohamed Salah than some of the other wide players Liverpool have been linked with, and his underlying numbers suggest there is plenty to work with. Last season, Minteh ranked inside the top 10% of Premier League wingers for successful dribbles per 90 minutes, while his 6.94 touches inside the opposition box per 90 placed him above the vast majority of players in his position. He also offers something Liverpool will value enormously: work rate. Playing in a Brighton side that often operated in a relatively defensive system under Fabian Hutzler, Minteh was required to contribute significantly without the ball. His defensive numbers compared favourably with several of the other attacking targets Liverpool have been linked with. Of course, there is one obvious concern. His goal and assist numbers are not exactly eye-catching, and Liverpool would need to believe that those figures could rise significantly in a side creating more opportunities and dominating possession. But that may not necessarily be a deal-breaker. Liverpool are believed to be looking for at least one winger before the transfer window closes, and potentially two if Cody Gakpo completes a move to Tottenham. That makes the situation around Minteh particularly interesting because the Reds are clearly exploring multiple alternatives rather than putting all of their eggs in one basket. Bradley Barcola remains a major target, while Ibrahim Mbaye and other options have also been considered. Ryan and Lille's Matias Fernandez-Pardo are among the other names reportedly on Liverpool's radar. The £50 million offer for Minteh, however, could reveal something important about Liverpool's plans. The Reds clearly have money available and are willing to put a substantial fee on the table for the right attacking player. And with Minteh reportedly keen on the move, the situation could now come down to whether Liverpool are prepared to increase their offer, or whether Brighton will continue to stand firm. There is also a timing issue here because Minteh is currently sidelined for around 2 months following surgery on a right leg injury suffered against Roma. That makes Liverpool's reported interest even more intriguing. The big question now is whether that rejected £50 million bid was simply Liverpool testing the waters, or whether it was the opening move in a much bigger attempt to bring Yankuba Minteh to Anfield before the window slams shut.